Abawashtet.
Wajay, everybody.
My name is Kyron Potts,
And I'm Scott Wabana.
and welcome to the Real Rank Podcast.
Now let's get rank. Oh my God, we're back in the studio, guys.
Back in the saddle.
Back in the 6th. Okay.
Back in the saddle, bareback and reverse cowgirl.
It's been a while. I mean, not that, but like in the studio. We just came back from Treaty 6, so my saddle's worn out.
You had some rain split on you.
Barebacking was was no stranger over there.
Mm-hmm. I did it side saddle. Sick. Oh my gosh. But it has been a while. A lot of you have been blowing me up, being like, where's the new episode? You guys, I have to be honest with you. We did have an episode filmed.
We had a lot of episodes filmed, unfortunately.
I'm going to take the blame on this. I actually...
Me just looking at you.
I know.
What happened to them, Kai?
We recorded 2 extra episodes that were supposed to be like filler episodes that we were going to post while we were traveling. And we recorded them, and I had the SD cards, and I remember placing them in a special spot, like a hiding spot. And I ended up losing them. I couldn't find them for like 2 months, and I finally found them. And then when I plugged them in, there was nothing on them.
Thank God.
And so I don't know where that footage went. It's lost footage at this point, and it sucks because it has the first and second episode on it, which means that we need to figure out where the hell this footage went before we can go on YouTube, because you guys really, really want us to post the full videos on YouTube, and I want to as well. Trust me, nobody wants it more than we do.
Yeah, we'll just post a whole new segment, Real Rank, the lost episodes.
For real, the lost files. Real creepy. Oh my gosh. But yes, so blame me. I'm really sorry, you guys. But so now we're kind of just like posting this episode and are going to post, and then we're filming it right now and we're going to be posting it tomorrow. So this is like a real up-to-date Real Rank podcast for you guys.
We're going to get everybody up to date on what's been popping in our lives, like telling some pretty juicy stories of our trips and our excursions.
Excursions, a little escapade.
But before we do that, I want to know, who are you wearing?
Who am I wearing? Today I'm wearing this ring I stole from you.
Oh, there they are.
I don't know where's it from?
Vitali.
This is Vitali. Mm-hmm. Got it myself. Vitali sponsored me.
Oh, I love Vitali.
Just lying. And then the skirt is just a black pleated skirt from All Saints. This is also from All Saints, this mesh shirt. I'm wearing a bracelet by Cartier, and then I'm wearing this. I thrifted this jacket, and Scott made fun of me and said I look like...
I was like, shit, we're doing a Real Rank episode. I didn't realize I was having an interview with the vampire.
So I'm giving interview with the vampire a little bit. These earrings, though, I will say, are from Annie Anigmiuk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we were gifted these by the North of North team when we hosted the red carpet, which was incredible. I think these are actually yours.
I was going to say. Yeah, those are actually mine, the ones that they gifted me.
Yeah, the ones that
for those.
The ones that I was gifted are black, and they're in my backpack, but I just wanted a pop of color.
Mm-hmm. No, they look good. They look good. They match the fit.
Yeah, and then I'm wearing, all of my makeup is by Prado's Beauty. If you guys do not, we mentioned Prado's Beauty on our podcast before. We love CC Meadows, and Prado's Beauty is an Indigenous owned makeup company. They make such buttery, creamy, pigmented pieces of makeup. Everything is so amazing, and it's affordable, and it's Indigenous owned and made. So definitely go and support them, you guys. Please, Prado's Beauty on all platforms. Go order from them because their stuff is just immaculate and it's so well done. And I reach for it every single time I do my makeup. Mm-hmm. And the lashes are from a friend of mine named Brittany. Her brand is called Binny Cosmetics, and she gifted these to me. So love wearing these and supporting Brittany whenever I can. She's from Amisquitchie, Wisconsin, or Edmonton. Definitely check her out. And these moccasins I'm wearing, which you can't see, are... I bought these at a powwow up north. I don't even know where, but they're so comfy. Anyway, who are you wearing?
They're cute. My pants are from this clothing brand from Milan, Italy, actually. They're called NTNG. I bought them when I was there during Milan Fashion Week and got to meet the owner.
You met the owner?
I met the owner, yeah, and I met like some of the workers. They invited me to like a festival that they were having there during Milan Fashion Week. They really want to come to Toronto, actually. So I think I'm gonna try and work with them and see if I could bring their brand to Canada because they don't have no stores are carrying them yet. Anyways, cute pants. I'm wearing this Sherpa jacket that I got from Only and Sons. I got it at the Bay, Hudson's Bay Company. This is crazy. There was like a sale. I think I was like walking. I got it in London. Okay. I was there with my boyfriend at the time, my ex-boyfriend, and we were shopping and I needed like a cute little sweater. And yeah, so I shopped there. I got this tank top from U3 and this necklace from U3 as well. Love them. My favorite Toronto store. The beanie is from Roots, PR from Roots. Thank you, Roots. And the earrings are just my usual go-to earrings from my favorite kiosk at the Winnipeg airport.
That's like the 5th time you've mentioned this fucking kiosk.
I feel like I'm always wearing these earrings. That's why, because they're just like, I don't know, they just go with everything. I feel like they just carry such good energy and yeah, just make me feel really good. Go with every outfit.
Love that for you.
Yeah. And that's all I'm wearing today.
Yeah. Okay, so we have been obsessed with a lot recently. I know, at least, I know I have. I've been obsessed with a couple of things. It's going to be hard to narrow it down, but you go first. What have you been obsessed with recently?
Oh, shit. Okay. So I just finished watching Adolescence on Netflix and I've been raving about it to all of my friends lately. I feel like everybody's been raving about it online, especially on TikTok, Facebook. There's just been such good reviews about it. And I finally watched it. And honestly, I feel like it's definitely worth the watch. I've been so obsessed with it. Well, there's only 4 episodes. I finished it in like one day. And just the way that it's shot, like it's such a, like, it's so interesting. It's so unique. Yeah, like the way that it's shot, it's all like one continuous shot every episode, which is really crazy.
I binged it in one day as well. And that's what I thought.
What did you think about it?
I was so shocked that these actors were able to do it all in one continuous shot, but remember that much dialogue and do it so well. It's making me wonder how many takes they needed to get the correct take.
That's what I thought about too. And then, but I also like was thinking like they do this pretty often on like Broadway. Like the shows are pretty like lengthy, like an hour and a half, an hour 45 minutes. It's almost like that, but it's just filmed, you know? And also what I was thinking too was like, because the camera work, you know, like how many times have like a camera person like messed up, you know, maybe they tripped while they were like trying to like change the cameras. Like I remember seeing like the BTS shots of it and like how they shot it and like kind of how they changed cameramen between like, I guess I don't even want to say between takes because there was no takes. It was all just one take, but like between like transitioning, I guess. I don't know, but it's really interesting. It's a really cool series. All of the actors did such an amazing job. The storyline was very like, yeah, very interesting. Definitely not going to be surprised if they're nominated for a few Emmys. So
they're going to be. And that little boy, episode 3, he gives like a monologue for like 50 minutes.
And apparently that was like the first episode that they filmed. That's the first TV show that he auditioned for and is like casted in. Like, yeah, it's wild. It's really, really applaud all of these actors. Like, it's amazing.
Definitely go check out Adolescence, you guys, on Netflix if you have not already.
We love Netflix. But what's your current obsession?
Oh my gosh, okay. My current obsession, it would be an understatement to say that I'm obsessed with this fucking album. Tate McRae just released her album So Close to What 2 months ago. Not even 2 months ago. Literally in February. And I have listened to it on repeat for at least almost 3 weeks now. I am so fucking obsessed with this album. If you go look at my Spotify, like on repeat playlist, 8 of the like 15 tracks are the top most repeated tracks that I've listened to. She is giving me everything that I need from pop music. I mean, besides Gaga, Gaga just released Mayhem, which is absolutely incredible. You guys definitely need to go listen to Mayhem by Gaga. Gaga fucking killed it. But it's 2 different levels of pop. It's Gaga's Mayhem is giving disco. It's giving old school.
It's giving Madonna.
It's giving Mariah, diva. No, but it's giving Janet. It's giving Michael Jackson. It's giving David Bowie. It's giving Madonna. It's giving all of that disco-y vibe, which is incredible, and we love it from Gaga specifically because the vocals on that album are insane. Whereas Tate McRae is giving us early 2000s, late 90s Britney. She's also giving us Britney circa 2005-06. She's giving us Slave for You. She's giving us Outrageous, Boys, Overprotected. She's giving us that era where it's like a lot of breathy whispering, like pop music. It's sexy, it's dark, it's grungy. It's about like fucking in cars and falling in love and breaking up and like crying about it. But then the next song's like, Don't Touch My Man, I Love Him. Like everything is so good. And you guys, not only is the music amazing, but one of my biggest obsessions with Tate McRae right now is that, first of all, she's from Calgary, which like I grew up in Edmonton, and I literally was in Calgary every other weekend, so Calgary's like a second home to me. But not only was she from Calgary, but she kind of launched her career on her own by posting little covers and like music on YouTube. And one of her songs called You Broke Me First.
Oh, I love that song.
It went mega, mega, mega viral on YouTube and pretty much launched her career. And then she said within 1 week, she had 14 major record labels reaching out to her. And this album, So Close to What, is triumphant. It's such a good album. And she just performed on Saturday Night Live like 5 or 6 days ago.
Oh yeah, I was seeing that.
And she did Sports Car, and it literally made me want to cry. Like, I'm so proud of her. Just high level dancing, choreo. She looks stunning. Her vocals are incredible. I just know this bitch has like the most amazing team behind her who's rooting her on, because there's no way she's doing as much as she's doing right now without a good ass team of people around her taking care of her. She is a star, but everything she's doing now is so overwhelming. She's probably doing 12 things a day, and it's exhausting to know that.
Yeah.
But she's doing it at such a high level that you need if you want to be a bona fide pop star. And I can see Tate McRae going from like this little pop star she is now to sweeping the Grammys at the end of the year with this album if Gaga doesn't beat her. Gaga is a shoo-in for Grammys this year, but I feel like Tate McRae also could get some Grammys this year. But then again, they didn't give any Grammys to Eternal Sunshine this past year, which was crazy.
Oh yeah.
She wasn't even nominated, which is fucking insane. But anyway, the moral of the story, you guys, is that pop stars do not dance anymore. They don't do dance breaks. They don't give us gymnastics. Tate McRae is giving us what Britney gave us for like 10 years. It's just like all of a sudden in the middle of the song, it's just like an instrumental, and they just start doing like crazy choreo. That's what I want out of it. It's giving Janet. It's giving Sierra.
It's giving Madonna.
Vogue.
Mariah.
You have that song stuck in your head? No.
Yeah.
I played him this song like right before we started filming, and I only played like 30 seconds of it, and now it's just stuck in his head. But yes, you guys go stream Tate McRae, So Close to What. Incredible album. I'm obsessed. I can't say any more good things about it. Stan her, support her music, and let's make her this new Britney of our generation. Or sorry, I say our generation. She's not even my generation. I'm literally 11 years older than her. I'm fucking old, you guys. Britney was my generation. I'm glad that you guys have Tate McRae.
No, she's amazing. She's so beautiful.
And she just swept at the fucking Junos. Like, we literally watched the Junos today, and Tate McRae won Single of the Year and Artist of the Year.
Period.
Because she's fucking Canadian, you guys, and she fucking deserved it.
Yeah. No, I've listened to a lot of her old songs. Yeah, I haven't heard any of her new songs except for Sports Car, obviously.
What about Greedy? I will want myself, baby, please believe me.
Okay, yeah, I've heard
I'll
that.
put you through hell just to know me, yeah,
Please stop. But yeah, I've definitely heard that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, I've
What about,
heard.
oh, I'm sorry, sorry that you love me. Kisses to my exes who don't give a shit
I like
about me.
more of her sad shit. I'm more
Yeah,
of like, yeah, I'm more of a
you
sad
are
girl type
depressed,
of
yeah.
vibe. Like Lana is my queen. Like anything Lana coded. Like I feel like a lot of my songs that I do have of Tate McRae are more of her like mellow, vibey type of shit, which
Yeah.
I vibe with.
Absolutely. Okay, you guys, damn. This episode, we were gonna do it about lateral violence because there's a ton of it going on right now. However,
Well,
instead, we're gonna be doing it about, oh my God, you guys have been asking us so many questions about some of the fucking crazy trips we've been on. Because we've been on some little desperado missions.
yeah, oh my God, like spur of the moment type of trips. Like we're leaving in 24 hours. Like
Kind of
book a
vibe.
fucking flight right now. Like I need to get out of this fucking place. Like let's go just shake ass on a beach somewhere.
Totally. Like people being like, oh my God, weren't you and Scott just in Toronto? Now you're like in New York and he's like in the bush, like off the grid on the res shooting ptarmigans. I'm like, yes, that's literally our life. Like we don't joke when we say from res to the runway because we're like in the bush half the time. But then you guys don't really see that often. First of all, because there's like hardly any fucking Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah.
But second of all, because when I'm on the res and I'm like in the bush and I'm doing like fun shit like that, my first instinct is not to document it all and like post it every 2 seconds.
I'm like, I want to be in the moment.
Totally that. But then when I'm like at Fashion Week or I'm like doing something fun in like a really big busy city at some influencer event, they're expecting you to be posting all the time.
Oh yeah, no,
so
definitely.
It's totally a different vibe. But we've been to so many amazing random events and like
within this past year already. I mean, like these past few months that I've been moved in with you guys. I've been moving. When did I move in? Like October, November?
Around Christmas, I think, yeah.
Yeah, like there's been a lot of events that we've been to that I feel like were really fun, but also very scandalous, you know? Like there's just so much stories that we have to share, and I just feel like why not share them right now? Like why not just like dive into it? Because I feel like a lot of like I feel like I've mentioned this before. I feel like a lot of people just see what we post on social media and see what we post on social media, but they don't know the depth of it.
Or just the behind the scenes,
the juicy details,
and like what led up to the event and like what goes on behind the scenes kind of vibe. So I think the biggest, like most obvious one that we need to jump into right away, right off the bat, is your New York Fashion Week debut. That runway. Because well, I don't want to, you can tell the story, but for those of you who don't know, he did that show and he invited myself and a bunch of my friends, or a bunch of our friends, and we had the most amazing time. But how did this come about?
No, definitely New York Fashion Week show. So back when I was like in my early 20s, I wrote a list of goals that I wanted to do. And one of them was to have a debut fashion show at either New York Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week, or Paris Fashion Week. And lo and behold, like 2 years ago, these producers from New York who produce runway shows during New York Fashion Week approached me through Instagram, and I thought it was like a scam at first because, you know, those Instagram requests and those bots, whatever, until I like researched their company and like their brand and like everything, and then realized I was like, oh shit, they're legit. So got approached through them through Instagram, decided that I was going to do it. This was back in 2022, I believe. Yeah, 2022.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was right before Christmas of December 2022. And I didn't know if I was going to do it at first, because what people don't realize is if you're going to do New York Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, any of these major fashion weeks, oftentimes you're paying for a lot of these fees out of your own pocket. You know, like a lot of these brands have, like, you're paying to showcase at these fashion weeks because of the exposure, like the press, like, you know, the buyers that come and everything. It's just like worth the investment in my opinion. Like, but But obviously, like being an Indigenous designer or being a small designer, a lot of the times you don't have the money to kind of pay for this. So I didn't know if I was going to be able to pay for this. I didn't know if I was going to have enough money. Ended up doing some crowdfunding thanks to Facebook First Nation. And like a lot of my like chief and council, like Waskagna's chief and council, like Cree Nation government, like Creco, like there's just so many different sponsorships that came about. And I was able to do New York Fashion Week. Ended up booking my show February 10th and decided, I was going to be a show where I wanted to showcase Indigenous excellence. And not only that, but I wanted to showcase, like, just reminding people, that Indigenous people come from all different walks of life and we all come in different shapes and colors. And, there's just a lot of like pan-indigeneity that's happening within fashion right now. And I just kind of wanted to break that, but also introduce myself to the fashion industry because this was like a chance for me to kind of get into that mainstream space, but also like being like, hey, like this is who I am, this is what I represent. And for me, like I'm like such a big like, I don't know, like I love marketing, I love branding, like that's just like my shit. So I just knew this was going to be a good chance for me to kind of brand myself within the fashion industry, and I did. So yeah, I decided that I wanted to take all of my friends with me, did like this model call out and reached out to a lot of different models throughout Turtle Island. Like Kai was in there. Our friend Jazz was in there. Shanice was in there. Haley, Owen Unra was in there. My Grand Chief, Mandy Gull, was in there of the Iwishji. Like, fuck, we had like so much people. Like Michelle Chubb was in there. Jojo was in there. There was just so much people. Yeah, I just wanted to showcase like everybody and just kind of like have like different representation from different parts of Turtle Island, which was really cool. And yeah, I was able to choose my own models. Yeah. Where am I going with this again?
It was a really fun event, you guys. It was a really fun event, but I think another thing that a lot of people don't know is that like when you go on modeling gigs like that, you're paying for a lot of like the travel and accommodations and things like that, and people don't know that. They think like, oh, you're a model, unless you're like signed to fucking Ford and you're doing Givenchy or like Dior or like Chanel or something. You're not making any money, first of all. Second of all, you're paying for most of it out of your own pocket. And especially when it's like Indigenous clothing and Indigenous designs and stuff like that, there is a misconception out there that these models who are like well-known Indigenous models who, unless you're like fucking Heather Strongarm or you're like Kwana Chasing Horse or Philip Bread or whoever, like you're not really making any money modeling for a lot of these Indigenous designers. I mean,
Not yet.
Not yet. Like fingers crossed you're gonna be making money, but for right now you're not making anything.
Exactly. No, that's something I definitely appreciate a lot of because a lot of these models did come to New York out of their own pocket and everything, which I really do appreciate because obviously I'm just one person. I didn't have the funds to be able to fly everybody out at that time. Eventually I know I will be able to, but yeah, like that's something, that's a big misconception that it's like this glamorous lifestyle and you're flying first class everywhere and getting like the VIP treatment, but no, it's a lot of it's a lot of like hustle and bustle and grunt work, and that's something that I always remind these youth, like although the fashion industry seems as glamorous as it is, like me being a fashion stylist, it's like not like fuck, I'm like out of breath like carrying like fucking like 100 pounds of clothes to like each gig. And like I remember during New York Fashion Week too, like I didn't have a team. I went there with my cousin and my older sister and my mom. And when it was time to set up the day of New York Fashion Week, like it was me, my mom, and my older sister that were like going there with like my suitcases and everything. And luckily, I booked a hotel right just like across, like around the corner from the venue, so we didn't have to walk far. But yeah, like people think you have like this whole team, it's glamorous, but no, oftentimes it's just. Especially being Indigenous, like oftentimes it's just you, your family, your cousins, and your friends, at these events. And I think that's why I really do appreciate the Indigenous fashion community a little bit more, because we just have that sense of kinship and community. And it's just something I feel like the mainstream fashion industry really lacks, because we definitely seen that during New York Fashion Week, and a lot of my models could really attest to the treatment that they received during that show. And I know Kai could speak a little bit about his experience, because I know that wasn't a really fun one for you, wasn't it?
You guys almost died. I got beat up at New York Fashion Week.
I got coordinated
it. Scott jumped me at New York Fashion Week, but he had his little goonies do it.
It was all planned.
Oh my God. I had my hair pulled and my skin bleached.
Premeditated.
Oh, okay. No, so you guys, for an event like New York Fashion Week, because it's so many models, we're talking like 100 models, right?
They hired a makeup company.
They hire a makeup company.
Makeup school, actually.
Yeah. And so they want to give these makeup students, experience in the industry, like so they can learn and like get better. But what they do is they'll hire 2 head like senior makeup artists who will help develop all of the looks based on the mood boards that are sent in by the designers. So Scott sent in this big mood board with like 5 different makeup looks on it, very, very specific and very like tailored to the thing he wanted to do, his vision. So these like head makeup artists will take it and will train, hopefully, fingers crossed, train these like students who are actually the ones sitting in the chairs doing the makeup, and will train them on how to do each look. And so when it comes time for like Scott's show to come in, there was like maybe 15 of us. How many models? 15?
There was 14.
Yeah. So there's 14 of us. We all go in. We have our call times. You get this like call sheet. If you're a model, you know what a call sheet is. It's just like, you need to be here at this time. That's it. So we all show up, whatever. We're all waiting. We start getting ushered into chairs. It's really free for all. Like at like Fashion Week, and like I've been to like 4 Fashion Weeks now as a model. Every single time you go to a Fashion Week, it's free for all, man. It's crazy. It's chaos backstage. Everyone's a chicken with their head cut off, running around. Somebody has a clipboard and is just shouting, just screaming shit at people. Hurry up, 5 minutes, da-da-da, like screaming at people. Whose jacket is this? Move it. Like you're all being corralled like little like cows in a hen house.
Cows, you guys.
Yeah, we're just numbers.
Show cows.
Exactly.
Whatever they're called.
And so I get put into my chair and I'm like, okay. And then we take the lead makeup artist comes and tells this like student who's working on my face, like, okay, this is the look we're going to do, points at it and is like, is that cool? And it's a graphic liner, like a black graphic liner, nothing crazy. This is like, if you guys have ever seen my content, you know I do graphic liner all the fucking time. It's like one of my things I'm known for. Really easy. It's just a few like Shazam, really pretty skin, nothing big, nothing crazy. So I'm sitting there. She goes, I'm going to prep your skin first. And I'm like, love the sound of that, because like, if anybody knows, like a big part of like doing any good makeup is really good skincare. You need to prep your fucking skin. So she takes this, what I could only describe as battery acid, you guys. She takes this fucking battery acid, puts it on a cotton swab, and just starts burning my skin off. It hurts so much. I told her, I was like, Scott's like, yes, burn him. So about like 40 seconds in, I'm like, this doesn't feel good. What the fuck? And she's like putting it on and she's like, oh, what's wrong? And I'm like, it hurts. It's burning. Like, hello. And then she's like, oh, don't worry. It'll like it'll settle. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm a tough ass bitch, you guys. So I just sat through it, let her burn my skin. And then I would say, yeah, like 2 or 3 minutes into it, she's still doing like moisturizer and like prepping my skin. And then it gets to the point where she's talking to me and her voice starts to like slur. And it turns out I was just getting dizzy and I couldn't hear her properly. And my face started to pulse. I could feel it like somebody was like squeezing my skin. My face was pulsing and it was super hot. And then I looked at her and I was like, is my skin red? And she was like, yeah, it's really red. Are you feeling okay? And I'm like, no. I said, no. I said, give me this. And I looked, tell me why my skin was raised 1/2 inch. I was like having this crazy breakout all over my skin. It was a bright red and inflamed, and my skin was burning and it was pulsing. And I was so worried, you guys, because like I spent almost $5,000 to get to New York, put myself up at a nice hotel. I paid for my travel all the way there, all of everything. Like I really wanted to show up and show out for my best friend. It was his debut show. Like this meant a lot to me. And the longer I sat in that chair, feeling my skin like pulsing and getting swollen, the more and more I felt like I'm not going to be able to do this show. What if I have to go to the hospital? Like, what if this doesn't go down? Like, I almost got emotional. I was like ready to cry. This meant so much to me. It was such a big lead up. It was literally like 2 years of Scott's hard work to lead up to that point. I was honored to be one of even 14 models to be there. And it was all going to get ruined by some inexperienced bitch putting fucking crazy shit on my skin. And so I told her, listen, she's like, I'll put aloe vera on it. And I'm like, okay, fine. So she puts aloe vera on it. Nothing's working. Then, to make matters even worse, the showrunner comes by. How long? We need 5 more minutes? She hasn't even started. Mm-hmm. And I know it's going to take her at least 25 to 30 minutes. I'm like, oh God. So we have like people yelling at her and she's stressing out. I'm stressing out. My manager comes by and is like, are you okay? I'm like, no, look at my fucking skin. And she's like, oh my goodness. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to do. And I looked at that student and I was like, I don't care if you need to pack my entire skin with like Krylon sticks or like hardcore concealer. Just cover up all this red. I do not care. Put me in drag makeup for all I need. Like, do not let this red come through and do not ruin this for me. She was like, I'm going to do my best. I said, just pack the makeup on. Just go. Just pack it on. I don't care. As long as you hide it, we're going to be okay. I don't care if I'm going to faint after the show. I just need to get through this. And she took so long on my makeup that the hairstylist had to start on my hair while I was still getting my makeup done. And my look was like cornrows not cornrows, but like French braids on the side of my hair. Mm-hmm. And lots of like silver hardware put into my hair. And it was like a rockabilly kind of crazy look. So I'm getting this person pulling on my hair tight as hell, French braiding the side of my hair while this girl's trying to do graphic liner on my eyes. Oh my God, the makeup looked crazy. I hated it. The hair looked not bad, but it fucking hurt to be put in. I had to run in Doc Martens across the street, rushing to get to this show. And then we were all of us models were backstage waiting because Scott was like doing what he needed to do. We're all backstage, like congregating, talking to each other. Everybody hated their makeup. Everybody. We were all like backstage using... Yeah, we were all using our like own compacts and stuff to like fix the blush and like using our own eyeliners to like clean up the lines. And
it was a lesson learned definitely in that moment to always hire your own makeup team, especially when you have like a certain vision for yourself, because God, when I don't want to like shit on my models. Like everyone looked good, but like the makeup looks, I was like, oh God. Like I remember just like stressing out about them, but like reminding myself being like, fuck, it's okay. It's okay. You just need to fucking get through this. And luckily, shout out to Vitali, because they were the sponsors one of the sponsors for my show, where they sponsored me sunglasses and jewelry. So I knew I had sunglasses to fucking cover up all of these makeup looks that just weren't good. Like I was very disappointed, but I knew in that moment, I was like, it's okay. Whatever happens, happens. You have sunglasses to just fucking give all these models to just cover up their looks. I did. Yeah, I covered up a lot of them.
Yeah, so it was really stressful, but at the end of the day,
it was crazy. And I didn't even know any of this was going on. Like I didn't know Kai was on the verge of death until literally, I don't even think till like days after the show you told me.
Yeah, no. Well, I didn't want to stress you out. You were already stressed. You were like running around, and I don't know why, but like at that specific runway we're at, runway 7 or whatever, we had like 1 meter of space that we could like get ready in.
It was crazy. Yeah. The backstage was so tiny.
Yeah.
Too tiny. I think there was like 5 different designers back there.
Holy fuck. And half of us are naked. Like all of our shit is everywhere. People are like shouting at people to move. It was just so... You guys, fashion is not glamorous unless you're on the runway for 2 minutes. 2 minutes of that runway show is what you get for glamour. The rest of it is you're literally in a broom closet in your panties with like 5 people knocking on the door telling you to hurry up, and you're trying not to destroy the designer's clothes while not fuck up your hair, fuck up your makeup, and you're nervous as hell. Like, and you haven't eaten, and like, it's crazy, you guys. Being a model, that's why I don't really like modeling that much.
It's not for the weak, for sure.
No, it's like you have to really, really want it and like be okay with being super uncomfortable and being okay with people seeing your like body and like
and being okay with like no sleep.
Yeah.
No sleep at all. Like, I just came from Milan Fashion Week last month, and I was trying to coordinate dinner with Heather. Shout out to Heather Strongarm. Love her. We were trying to coordinate dinner that entire week. She was fucking booked and busy because of just like fittings, shows, sleep, after parties, shows, everything, you know. It was just like crazy to just see like the schedule these models have. I was like shooketh. I don't think like I would be able to do that. So shout out to you guys for being able to rock through that.
For real. But, you know, in the long run, it ended up coming together. We had this really good cry at the end of the show.
It was really beautiful. I'm not going to lie. Despite everything that happened, it did come together in the end.
Well, but who the fuck can say that they debuted at New York Fashion Week?
It's true.
It's true, y'all.
And that's what I just want to say. Remind everyone, you know, if you have a vision for yourself, fucking stick to it, you know. Manifest it for yourself.
Write it down.
Matter if people say it's too big, like, don't let them get into your head. Like, you can make that shit happen for yourself.
The doors are open.
Period.
Walk through them, bitch. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have a few other crazy things that we've done. I was gonna say let's talk about Vegas, but
oh my god!
Before we talk about Vegas, I want to talk about
Vegas trip is so good.
Let's talk about Miami. Miami was fun.
I feel like Miami was fun. Miami wasn't crazy.
It was chill.
Okay, yeah. So this was during, when was this?
Last year. Sorry, 2003. Holy fuck. 2023, I mean.
I forget when this was, but I remember it was,
I think it was May.
It was after Banff, right? Was it after Banff?
Yeah, it was after Banff.
Yeah, I remember we went on this, me and Kai went on this work trip together, and I had this trip already like planned or like a week prior, because I was like, I want to just go on like a trip. I just wanted to go to a fucking beach, man. Like I don't know. I just get through seasonal depression whenever there's like winter. I'm not a winter bitch. Even though I was born in February, which is like the fucking most coldest month. Like, I don't like winter. I just don't like winter, you know? Like, I just love to be on a beach. Anyways, I wanted to go on a beach. Ended up going back to Toronto with Kai. I think we were at dinner. We were at Copacabana or something.
Love Copacabana.
Shout out to Copacabana. If you guys don't know what Copacabana is, this is Brazil. All you could eat Brazilian steakhouse here in Toronto. They used to have a location on Adelaide. It's no longer there, and I'm so sad because that location was so beautiful, and they had the most beautiful Brazilian men there just serving you
cock.
Hot. I was going to say hot, juicy, thick meat.
That too, bitch. And they had dancers like rappelling from the roof on like really pretty satin like ribbons.
Brazilian dancers. Yeah, it was. I love Copacabana. Oh my god, I love their steak. Oh my god, my mouth is just watering.
And their pineapples with cinnamon.
Oh, they're fucking sliced pineapples.
And they just come to your table and they just slice off meat, and just you have to use these little tongs, and you just pick the meat off of this big like spit roast that they've like brought.
Yeah, it's like an all-you-could-eat steak, literally.
Like filet mignon and like all kinds of beef and like
chicken,
pork, and like roasted chicken and shrimp even, and like corn, and oh my god, you can have as much as you want, and they just keep coming by. And they have the most amazing cheesy buns, like these little rolls that have like a bunch of cheese in them.
Salad bar as well.
Well, I don't touch those. Well, that's not for me.
But yeah, we were at dinner one time, and I was telling Kai, I was like, yeah, like I'm going to Miami tomorrow. Like, you should fucking come. Like,
Mind you, it's like 10 p.m.
Yeah, it was like 10 p.m. I told them, I think my flight was at like what, like 10 a.m. or 8 a.m. that next day.
Really early.
Really early. Was telling Kai to come. Kai ended up looking at flights at Copacabana. And I think you booked one right at dinner.
Yeah, and it wasn't cheap. I remember being like, it's like 700, maybe like 780 round trip. And I was like, that's expensive. But then I'm like, no, I'll just like send you some money for the resort you're already in. Scott said that there was an extra bed and like I could just stay in there because no one else was going to stay there. And then I was like, holy, the more I looked into it, the more I'm like, I might be able to do this actually. I didn't have work for like 6 or 7 days. I actually had like a little bit of a break. My partner was like, I don't care, go for it. Like,
I was trying to convince Kai. I was like, come on, Kai, we travel so much. Like, we need this. We just need a little break.
Carpe diem.
Carpe diem. Come on, let's go on a beach. Let's just go shake ass and just like have some drinks and just relax.
Yeah. And so, of course, he twisted my brown little rubber bum and I was like, fuck it. And I booked it. And then, yeah, next thing you know, within 12 hours, we're like fucking 8 hours later, we're at the airport just like vibing. And I think the thing that we said the most on that trip was, ew, I can't believe we're here. We said that like 30 times. Every time something would happen. Oh my God, I can't believe we're just out here in Miami. We fucking went to Miami out of nowhere.
It was so fun though. We stayed at Axel Beach, which is like this gay resort. They have like all these locations all across the world.
Just faggots everywhere.
Faggots everywhere. Cock everywhere. You know, just bukkake.
Oh. The whole hallway smelled like cum. Sex swing. Holy fuck.
Fuck. Yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. I stayed at their Ibiza location before and I remember really liking it and like thinking that it was going to be the same.
It wasn't really.
It wasn't really that. I'm not going to lie. Like it wasn't really a nice resort to stay at, but it was a good location. I remember like it wasn't too far from the beach.
The room kind of stunk.
Yeah.
It was like musty.
It smelled like musty cum.
Oh, it smelled like rolls.
But that's the thing. Like, it's a gay resort, and I knew there was probably at least a porn film in that room.
At least. Oh my gosh.
But Miami, I love Miami because Miami is just like, I feel like it's such like a tropical. It feels like a tropical vibe, but it's still like not in a tropical place. It's literally USA still. It's in Florida, one of the most fucking craziest states in the US.
Yeah. For me, I enjoyed the trip, but I don't think I could say I love Miami because, first of all, it's super expensive. Like right in Miami. We were going for like breakfast, and breakfast is like $60 or something. It's like, and then we would go out for drinks. One drink would be like $28 USD, and then that's like almost $35 Canadian plus a tip. Everything just felt like we were at Disneyland or like some kind of festival where they're trying to price gouge. But besides that, really hot, not humid, like good hot. And one thing I will say though, that Scott and I went out for supper at this random like bar, and they have like some of the best drag queens in the entire world.
Oh,
Palace. Yeah, we went to this bar. Scott and I are sitting at this like table kind of like on the street, like sidewalk area of the restaurant.
It's a really well-known drag bar within Florida, within Miami specifically. It's where all the RuPaul drag girls come from.
Yes.
It's where the Jersey Shore crew always go to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like it's a very well-known drag bar place.
I love that. Well, we saw some drag that was like, I have never seen drag that good except for when we went to Vegas.
Bitch, it was like Circus du Soleil, man. There was like
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil, whatever. Fuck, there was like drag queens just doing flips and
fuck, they were getting tossed into the ceiling, and like I fully thought we were gonna witness somebody snapping their neck.
I was waiting for it. I was here for it. I was praying for
it. Scott's like, lie down your head, you little bitch.
Like, give me something to fucking record.
Yep. Snap that leg, you dumb bitch. But that's what it felt like, the way that they were like contorting and throwing each other.
I was just, like, yeah, no, it was scary.
It was scary. I'm like, this bitch is going to land on her skull and crack it open in front of us. Because she kept like, she would be like standing on top of her dancer.
I just remember like, we just kept going around, like almost like a fucking swing, just like around and around, like the dancer.
It was fucking scary. She had these like really muscular dancers who were like, they must have been like cheerleaders or something. But she's like standing on top of their shoulders in heels, and then she'd dive off of their shoulders and go like straight down. But then before her head would hit the like sidewalk, they would grab her by her arms and swing her through their legs, and she would be standing up behind them.
It was iconic, not gonna lie. Like I lived for it.
Yeah, I was freaking the fuck out, but it was fun. And then we went to a bar after that. I can't remember what it was called.
I can't.
We trekked for a long time to find that fucking bar, though. And it was just okay. Remember?
I don't even remember
it. Scott got a little litty, I guess, but it was okay. It wasn't that amazing. But the funniest thing happened the next day when we had a like a beach day planned.
Oh my God. That was when I was so hungover.
Yeah, Scott was violently hungover. I was hungover too, but I was like, okay.
No, I've never been this hungover in my life. Like, it was crazy. That's when we ordered strawberry daiquiris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ordered strawberry daiquiris because I was like, oh my God, like, you guys, I would never wish this hangover upon my worst enemy. Oh my God. It was just awful. And I remember I couldn't keep water down. Kai was like, no, let's go to the beach. Like, we'll have a daiquiri. You'll be fine. We ordered a daiquiri. I remember running to the washroom and like couldn't keep that daiquiri down. And I remember just like praying to Creator, being like, Creator, help me.
The beach was beautiful though.
And lo and behold, Creator heard my fucking prayers.
Oh yes. Oh God. Okay, this bitch was complaining. So I don't know if you guys know this, but it's illegal. Like, weed is not legal in Miami.
It's legal for medical reasons. Like, you need like a medical card or something or whatever. I don't know.
But if you don't, then good fucking luck. But we've had legal weed for like 10 years now. So it's like, we're used to it. But I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, you guys know this. Scott's a big fucking pothead. Mm-hmm. He loves the ganj. But usually when he's like traveling, or not every single day, I would say, actually. Every single day he like tokes up and like whatever. That's like
yeah, that's like my morning routine.
Yeah, it's his thing. And so
tea and a joint.
But that's the thing. It's like he wasn't able to get that in Miami, obviously. And so we're sitting on this fucking beach, like beached whales. We're just sprawled out.
I was so hungover. And that's the thing with me. Like, when I'm deathly hungover, indica weed is like a cure for me.
Yeah.
Like, it relieves my nausea, relieves my headache. Like, I just feel like I could just eat and chill and just relax, you know, rather than feeling nauseous and like achy and like wanting to die, you know.
We were on this beach for like 4 hours, and the entire time we're just sitting there, you know, soaking up the rays, listening to the water. We played music. We were just relaxing. We had some drinks that we were like barely sipping on, like trying to nurse. And anyway, Scott was just kept saying over and over, like, oh, I wish I had weed. I wish I had weed. And lo and behold, some random dude comes up to us and is like, hey, like, you guys want weed? He's like speaking Spanish.
He was like, no, he was like, hey, are you guys from Canada?
No. This was the guy after.
Oh, no.
The first guy who came up was trying to sell us weed illegally. He was like, you guys are here.
These guys that come up to you on the beach.
And they have these like fanny packs full of like,
they sell you drinks,
drugs.
Anything. They'll sell you drinks. They'll come up to you selling drinks.
They want to sell you a Corona or something.
But then they'll be like, you
need anything else?
Yeah.
Like, you could probably ask them for anything and they'll give it to you. And so they had weed, and Scott was like, I want to buy a joint. They're like, oh, do you have like American? And Scott's like, no, I only have Canadian money. And they were like, okay, well, we need American. And he's like, well, how much is it? And they were like, oh, it's like $15 American for a joint, which is pretty expensive, to be honest, especially Canadian. That's like $20 Canadian almost for one little pre-roll, tiny little pre-roll. It was like, no. Anyway, Scott was hurting. He was like, I'll give you $100
I only
bill,
had $100 Canadian.
which is like, I want to say like $90 or like $88 American, which is insane to pay for one single little pre-roll.
That's how hungover I was, you guys.
He was going through it. He was fiending for this fucking joint, and the guy wouldn't do it. No, I need American. I don't trust you.
Wouldn't take it.
Like, you could bring this to the bank right now, and you could get like quadruple what you're asking for. And he would not do it. And Scott's like so heartbroken.
I was like, oh, fine.
Ready to jump him.
Just ready to jump him for his little joint. Flash.
Scott was like, SpongeBob when he's out of the water. He's just all fucking dry. Water.
That's literally how I felt.
Give me weed.
That whole moment. I was like, I need something to just cure me.
And listen, a cure came on on a vehicle of white beauty.
I prayed, and Creator really showed me that day that sometimes white people aren't always the enemy.
Sometimes they really are the white savior.
There's some white saviors that deserve the praise. Holy fuck. No, but for real, I remember we were just like laying there and there was this guy that just came up to us, this random white guy. I remember his first question was like, are you guys from Toronto? And I remember I was like, oh, he probably like recognizes us from like TikTok or something. Like, of course, me and my ego, I was like, oh yeah, of course he would recognize us. And I was like, oh yeah, we are actually. And he's like, when are you guys leaving? And I was kind of like, I remember feeling a little nervous to like answer him, being like, oh my God, like, why is he asking us when we're leaving? Like, he's gonna like send somebody to follow us. Like, we're in Miami, like shit goes down in Miami.
For real.
Shit. Anyways, and then he was like, I was like, oh, we actually just got here yesterday. We're here for like a few more days. And he was like, oh, really? Word. He was like, I actually have like, I'm sorry, like, do you guys smoke? No, he asked us, do you smoke weed? And I was like, I smoke weed, yeah. And he was like, oh, okay, perfect. And then he left, and then he came back, and he brought back this big fucking bag. And he was like, I went to this party last night, and as party favors, they were giving out these bags of weed. And I'm leaving back on my flight back to Canada, and I can't take this weed, and I have all of these like edibles and everything, and I don't know what to do with them. So I was gonna ask if you wanted them. And I looked, and it was just like, it was
like hundreds of dollars worth of weed.
Yeah, like hundreds of dollars. There was edibles, there was gummies, there was pre-rolls, there was flour, there was fucking shatter, there was like everything, like basically like everything you would see in a dispensary, just like one of everything in that fucking bag.
It looked fancy as fuck too. He must have went to like a celebrity's party or something.
Oh no, definitely, because I remember seeing like the packaging of it, and it was like you needed a medical card to get that type of weed.
Yeah,
so it was really good. And yeah, he was like my savior in that moment there.
And you're like, how much do you want for it? And he's like, no, just take it. He's like, honestly, I'm really like from one person from Toronto to another, just take it. All I ask is that if you guys aren't gonna like do all of it, just pass it on to the next person. Yeah. Spread along the love. I was like, oh my God.
It was giving very much like hippie, like this weed community type of thing. I was like, I love you. Okay, thank you,
Scott. You sure you don't want me to suck you off?
I'll do it right now.
Yeah. Please.
Here, let me help you.
Yeah.
Real fucking deadly.
You're like, shut up and sit down and whip it out. You know we can't let you leave without payment.
No, but he was really sweet for doing that. And I remember just like, yeah, like manifestation is real, guys.
Scott just shoves 6 gummies in his mouth.
I literally did. I fucking ate all the gummies. I remember looking for a pre-roll. I was like, I need a fucking lighter. Give me a fucking lighter.
Just fucking fiending.
Sitting there. I was like, oh my God, okay. I feel good.
Hey, things are gonna be okay.
That's sort of something.
Yeah, it's a sunny day. Just really happy. And then, oh my God, and then the blessings didn't end there. We literally left like probably an hour and a half later after we were like, okay, sun's kind of going down. Like, we've been here all fucking day. I'm getting burnt. Like, let's leave. So we ended up leaving, and we were leaving the beach, and there's this like one road that goes down to our hotel, which is like 2 blocks away. So we're like just walking. Guess who we ran into? the most random fucking place in the world with the most random person in the world. We fucking ran into DJ Cookum, Cheyenne, who is...
Love her.
She's literally my cousin, you guys. She's a Kootenai, I'm a Kootenai, and we discovered that we're related because we're both from the same res. And
she lives in Vancouver. She DJs for the Snotty Nose Res Kids on everything.
Yeah, she's incredible, and she's got such an adorable little family. Her partner and her little daughter, and they were vacationing at Miami, and she didn't tell anyone. We didn't tell anybody we were going, and we both just ran into each other like, "Is that Cookum?"
Like, we followed each other on social media, but I don't even think we have ever met each other in person until that very moment, and it was so fucking random. Yeah, because there's like a bunch of Nietzsche's in Florida all of a sudden because they were doing like gigs in like Fort Lauderdale or something.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, because Fawn Wood was in Florida. Yeah, I think Steiner's Res Kids were also there. Like, there was just like a bunch of people there. And that's why I think Cheyenne said that she was in Miami a few days prior just to kind of like have a little vacation time with her partner, Brad, and baby Anna Shay.
Super cute.
It was so nice to see them.
So anyway, we went out that night with Cheyenne. And then
we bonded.
Oh my God, we had the most amazing time. I mean, I've known China for a few years, but it was like really cool to just like no kids, no partners, just like being able to vibe at this like we went to this really cool like vibey.
I don't even remember what that club was.
Remember they were like tap dancing or something?
Yeah, it was a vibe.
All of a sudden we were just like sitting here watching these people like jig.
We went to a few clubs actually.
Oh yeah, we went to like 4. And then we ended up you guys, we ended up back at me and Scott's hotel. And we had a couple of drinks. We didn't have tons, but we had like enough for like at least a few drinks. Scott didn't even make it to the first drink. He was just curled up, just sleeping real hard on his bed. But he slept in the most awkward position where he like slept diagonally and took up the whole bed. And so we had to like go onto the other bed to like party. And her and I just like not trauma bonded, but we just like, you know, when you just have like a nice heart to heart, a good needed heart to heart,
drunk convos with the
oh my God, it was amazing. We had the most amazing chat, and then she's like, I really gotta go home. I'm like, yeah, I need to sleep, otherwise I'm gonna die for my flight. And I did die for my flight, which I always do when I come back from like vacations. I'm always like struggling on the way home.
Oh my God, yeah, no, same.
And we went to the Versace mansion.
Oh yeah, that was so fun. We had dinner at the Versace mansion,
which was very, very pretty. Oh my God, it felt like we were in a movie.
The pasta was so yummy.
I got a full ass lobster tail with my pasta.
It was so good, so beautiful. It's good for the photos if you're going there.
It was vibey as hell.
I don't even remember what else we really checked out. Oh, I remember going to that. Well, we walked by that cafe where Snooki and Jenny from Jersey Shore wrote the note.
Oh my God, you guys.
There were actually cops outside of that cafe. I was like, oh, I'm kind of scared.
I fucking forgot. So obviously I was obsessed with Jersey Shore just like everyone else was, but I fucking forgot that they went to Miami, and that's where fucking Snooki and JWoww took off to a cyber cafe to write a letter to to Sammy about how Ron was cheating on her. And they printed it out. It was so fucking funny seeing Snooki and JWoww drunk as fuck at this random ass tiny little internet cafe typing away like as if they're writing on a typewriter. And they wrote this scandalous ass letter, which became iconic. It became like one of the most iconic things to come out of Jersey Shore. But Scott and I just randomly walked past it, and it was exactly what it was on the TV, and it felt surreal that we were like seeing it. I'm like, who wrote the letter E? Who wrote it? You wrote the letter E?
Oh my God, I felt starstruck. Like, honestly, I love Jersey Shore.
It was so good. Also, we went shopping for a little bit. They had a lot of like shops that were like out in the open, kind of like their mall or whatever. We ended up going to the store, and I stole you guys. Do you remember that? I was like, I really like those earrings, but they were like, I think they weren't expensive, you guys.
I don't remember.
They were like, I want to say like $10. Like, they weren't that expensive, but I really liked them. And I was like, fuck it. And I just grabbed them and I just put them on. And then we walked around, and then I forgot that I had them on. And I ended up buying like a shirt or something. And then we walked out. And then I remember like later on I was wearing them, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm still wearing them. And I was like, oh, well, fuck it. I think it was like Zara or something. I'm like, these bitches have enough money. They're not going to miss $10.
I don't even remember that.
We walked for a long time.
I was also drunk the entire time.
That's true.
Miami.
That's true. Oh my God. And then, okay, so you guys, Scott and I got hired by the Clearwater Dene First Nation, which shout out to them because we had such a fun time doing that. But the funny thing is that there was no hotels or like no places to stay in Clearwater, and they hired me. They hired all of us. Hey, pretty much all of Thunder House.
Me, you, Haley, Tia, Joe Marie.
Yes,
that was us.
There was a lot of us.
More other people, but that was us from like the crew.
The crew, yeah. And so we ended up booking this, like, how would you describe it? I originally thought it was a bed and breakfast. It was not. It was just like,
it was a woman's house where she had multiple rooms and an extra kitchen in that she was renting out for us.
It was haunted.
It was scary, guys. It was
on a lake.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it wasn't like a Victorian house, like, but they had Victorian furniture and like Victorian artwork in there and like Victorian vibes, and it was just
the bed sheets were like really super Victorian,
lacy.
Yeah, it was giving like old people died in here.
It was giving Amityville horror.
Yes,
like from the fucking 60s or 50s.
Y'all ever seen the movie The Others with Nicole Kidman? That house, that's where we stayed in, but resi.
So scary.
You guys ever see that? You guys ever see Scary Movie 2? when Mr. Kane, who died in the house, he's like real horny. He's just a horny ghost, and he sneaks into that one girl's room.
That one girl's just a big hoe and just wants to have an affair with him.
Yeah, she just fucking Daddy Kane, and he just fucking, oh my God, he just lifts her up, and he's just fucking
just getting pooched.
She's getting fucked by a ghost. Next thing you know, she's on the roof, just getting fucked in the corner of the room on the roof.
You just see her fucking. You just see his fucking dick.
His dick is just in her mouth. You could just see it slamming into her cheek. It's just invisible. She's just like, oh, you're a kinky, aren't you? She's just loving it. I'm like, fuck sakes, that's fucking Scott. That's Scott at our haunted house. He's just getting fucked in the next room. We're all just scared, just talking about how we saw ghosts. Scott just comes out, just sexed out hair. I don't know what you guys are complaining about. I had a great night.
Oh my God, that ghost is not here to hurt us.
Yeah.
In fact, he wants to make us feel good. Real fucking good. Oh my God.
Let's just say that ghost has finished his unfinished business.
Fuck, it was really scary. You need to tell them about that fucking dream you had. Cause like there was, like, I remember waking up in the morning and going to see Tia and Kai, and I just walked in and just heard fucking Tia playing her fucking Heyoka music. Her fucking just traditional ceremony music. I was like, what the fuck?
Every time Tia gets anxiety, she always plays like real crazy indigenous flute music. Just real like old school traditional, just sounds like real sacred.
Ceremony songs for real.
Just to like get the mood into a different vibe. I can't even remember this dream. It was really scary though. Oh, it had to do with Joe Marie. That's why I came out and told Joe like right after. I was like, you were in my dream and you were like speaking in tongues. She was like, don't tell me, I don't want to know. And I'm like, why were you talking like that, Holy?
Fuck yeah, no, that was crazy. But that was such a fun trip too, because I remember we ended up finding a bar down
the Pelly.
The Pelly, yeah, shout out to the Pelly.
The Pelican.
And of course, the one night we were able to go, it was karaoke night, and they had machines there. And anybody who knows me and the crew, they know that we love to fuck up a good karaoke night.
And we love some machines.
And we love to throw in some 20s.
But the thing about this bar is that, like, yes, it was a bar, but it was also like in a house.
It was like a motel or something.
It was It was rough.
It was giving very small town vibes.
It was giving basement res party a little bit. And the worst part about it for me was that they only had 2 VLTs, and I love a good VLT, but you had to write your name on a whiteboard to like wait your turn, and people would erase my name. I kept going. I waited 2 hours for this machine, and I saw the same 2 kookums on this machine for like 2 hours. And I kept going to the board, and my name would be scribbled out. And I was like, these bitches. I was so mad. I'm like, you're not even fucking winning. I was just mad. And I never ended up getting to play at the Pelly. So if you're from the Pelly and you're listening, fix your fucking system. Let people do 15-minute intervals. It only takes me 2 minutes to win. But oh my God, and their karaoke was so chamuks. It was so jabs. It was like just one tiny little speaker with this like, I want to say like Walmart microphone. And they just played the music and the
somebody's phone
from someone's phone on Bluetooth.
They were searching up on YouTube on their phone and using their phone screen.
And it was like karaoke version. Yeah, it was so like, yeah, literally giving like small town, like res basement vibes.
Me and Tia sang Picture together.
Of course.
I sang Not Ready to Make Nice by the Dixie.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh, I have a video of you singing it.
It's like one of my go-to karaoke songs. What's your go-to karaoke song?
I really like She Will Be Loved by Maroon 5. Mm-hmm. That song's really, really good. I also really like Whiskey Lullaby. And I feel like I'm the only one on the planet who likes Whiskey Lullaby, because every time I'm like, Whiskey Lullaby, anyone? People just go, yeah, holy, trying to kill the vibe. And I'm like, fuck, you think Picture's any better?
Hey, I don't want to fucking slit my wrist.
But like
Picture's about it has a connection with Sheryl Crow and Kid Rock. It's a good duet song where
you don't think that Brad Paisley had a connection with that other girl on Whiskey Lullaby?
I mean, they're talking about dying
while they're talking about doing coke and drinking people away in Picture.
You could do it romantically. You can't fucking die. Well, you can, I guess, with Titanic. Oh, I'm just thinking of that old couple.
Shut up. But anyway, shout out to Clearwater. Oh my God, we went after our like whole presentation was done. Scott and I took a little walk to go get pizza subs and pop at the local store. We went for a little stroll. Tell me why 3 people stopped us. It was only like a 5-minute walk, but 3 people pulled over on the side of this dirt road on the res to take pictures with us. It was so cute. It was
literally just one woman just literally hopped out of her vehicle, fucking door open still.
Car still running,
parked on the main road, cars driving, like coming behind her. Like,
she did not give a fuck. I love you guys. I need a picture. Oh my God, I can't believe you're here. We're like, holy, your car's, someone's gonna jump in your car.
It was so fun though.
But that's how they treated us. It was like so nice, so kind.
Mm-hmm. And really sweet there.
It's rare that I say that the Dene are kind, you guys.
Oh.
No, but for real, it was a lot of fun. So yeah, shout out Atlantic.
You tay bitches.
Marcy Cho. Thanks for bringing us there, you guys. Bring us back, fuck. I want to go back. Okay. Another trip that we went on, you guys, which I have, I'm like even hesitating talking about this story because it was low-key traumatic as hell for me. But I'm gonna bring it up in the spirit of radical transparency. And also because it was almost 2 years ago now and I'm over it. But at the time, it rattled my shit, you guys.
I feel like we need to share this story because it's going to bring awareness to just the dangers and the possibilities of what could happen to you when you go to Vegas with your friends. Just to be a little bit more vigilant and a little... Don't do what Kai did. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh my God, you guys. Okay, let me lay the groundwork. Buckle the fuck up because this is an ugly story, okay?
This was a fun time.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you guys don't know, there's this festival called Lovers and Friends, the festival run by Usher, and he brings together just like...
Shout out Raymond, love you.
Shout out Raymond, love you, girl. Yeah, so Usher Raymond creates what's called a Lovers and Friends Festival. Can we be lovers and friends? Based on that song.
Mhm.
Love that song. Anyway, 3 years ago, he created or he put on Lovers and Friends, and it was Missy Elliott headlining, and then also Mariah Carey was headlining. Of course we're gonna fucking go. Like,
Yep.
duh, hello. So we went and we fucked that shit up and we had a really fun time. Well, we struggled through it because it was so long and we were hungover and oh my gosh, it went on forever and it was hot as fuck and everything was expensive and the food sucked. And the drinks were like it was like $30 for like a little can of something. Anyway, I digress.
I had a great time.
Yeah, no.
Just kidding, no, I didn't.
Oh, I did. Lovers and Friends was amazing. It was so incredible
Lovers
seeing.
and Friends is fun. I just hate Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is crazy, you
I
guys.
don't like Vegas. Vegas is so.
It's fun for one day.
It's just like, yeah, it's just overstimulating. It's fun to go there for the night. After a weekend or 2 nights, I'm like, take me home.
Yeah.
Take me home.
I feel the same way. It's like you get it out of your system in 24 hours and then you're good and you don't need to be there anymore. Mm. And if you're going to go there and try to be like super duper sober and like do sober things, it could be fun, but the whole vibe of Vegas is Sin City. It's for people to be crazy and do crazy shit. So you kind of like feel like you have to at some point. But anyway, so the first Lovers and Friends we went to was incredible. Everyone was amazing. And then a year later, we saw that Lovers and Friends was happening again. And so, of course, I'm calling up the crew. I'm like, you guys, Lovers and Friends, da da da. Scott's like, I'm down. I'm like, okay, let's ask our friend Tasia if she wants to come. Tasia's like, I'm down. So we're like, okay. So we bought these tickets. We bought a hotel. We got flights. We were so excited for this, you guys. And anyway, so on the flight, we were landing. We hit the tarmac. Everyone's phones get back into cell service, and you can just hear this overwhelming like sigh from like 15 people on the plane. Aww, like because we all read the same announcement from the Lovers and Friends organizers saying the festival was canceled.
Literally like 24 hours.
Not even. We're talking like 12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours. Yeah, sorry.
Because we landed really late at night at like 10 p.m.
I remember
the festival started at 9.
I remember taking a nap too because I was like, oh, like hi and Tasia. Because I landed earlier. I landed earlier that day, like around 5 or 4 or something. Anyways, they didn't come out with that announcement till like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. or something.
Right when we landed.
Time, yeah. And then I remember taking a nap. And like I set my alarm to when I knew you guys were landing. And I remember like, yeah, just waking up to like a bunch of messages of like from my friends and everyone being like, oh, so sorry to hear. Like, and they were sending like Lovers and Friends posts and everything. Oh my God. I still remember that gut feeling. And I think you guys were still in the air.
Yeah.
Because I remember texting you being like, hey, did you guys land yet? Just to see if it would like deliver, but it didn't deliver. So I was like, fuck. I was just kind of like dreading it because I was like, oh my God, Kai and Tasia are gonna land to like the worst news ever. And I was like, but I know, like knowing us, I'm just like, whatever, we're still in Vegas. We're gonna still fucking go out. So I was like, whatever, I still need to get ready.
Yeah. And so, yeah, it was like finding out Christmas isn't real anymore. We're just like landing and I'm like, ugh, what a shitty feeling because we were so excited to see Brandy and Monica. Oh my God. That was like the one thing I was like super excited. Kelly, Roland. Oh my God.
Fuck, I forgot who I was. I was excited to see so many people. There was just like
Ja Rule.
Like, oh
yeah.
God, I really wanted to say Akon.
Yeah, there was so many amazing artists, and I was so disappointed. But anyway, we're like, fuck it, we're here, whatever. We can get our tickets refunded. It took like forever to get our tickets refunded, like literally months, which was crazy because it was like 600 something per ticket, which was wild. But anyway, we knew that Lovers and Friends wasn't going to refund our hotels or our flights. Mm-hmm. So we were like, fuck it. We're here, might as well not go home. Might as well just stick out the 4 days that we were going to be here anyway and just do something. So we partied, you know, we like hung out.
We got lit.
We got lit with.
I remember right when you guys got to the hotel, I was like, okay guys, get fucking ready because we're going. And one thing I didn't know about Vegas is like the clubs there, didn't close until like 6 or 7 a.m. Like that shit is crazy. Oh, God.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's wild there. Another thing about Vegas though is just like Miami, it's so expensive to do anything. Like you want to go to a club, guess what? It's like there's a fee for women and then there's a fee for men. And the fee for men is like you have to go on a wait list and see if you can get in. And then when you do get in, it's like $50 for you to get in just to a club. And then girls, they like judge if you're pretty enough and then they can decide if you can come in or not. It's so fucking weird.
It's
Like,
so crazy.
yeah, people are just like, who are you? Who do you know? How much money do you have? Like, everyone is just pompous and like egotistical.
It helps when you look good though. Like you just need to look good. And I remember, yeah, you just gotta dress good and look good and feel good.
Act the part.
People will treat you good. Because I remember having such a great experience that weekend. Getting treated nicely. Like I booked at like one of the most nicest hotels in Vegas. It was at the Wynn. And I loved the Wynn. The Wynn was actually really beautiful. The room was really beautiful.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty.
I splurged that weekend. I knew it was like lovers and friends. So I was like, I want to splurge. And I knew my girls were coming. So I was like, let's have a good time.
Let's have a kiki.
Let's have a good time. Like a nice time.
Yeah. So once we found out that Lovers and Friends was getting canceled,
we partied.
We did party. We partied.
Partied, honey. Like we didn't leave the club until like we went to Piranha, which is like the gay club in Vegas. Oh my God, it was
Piranha.
It was so fun. We met like a bunch of people there. I still follow them on Instagram to this day.
Oh my God, you guys, one thing about Scott is that when he gets lit, he does not give a fuck about anything. He just talks to whoever. I'm like, oh, that guy's nice. Go say hi. Okay. And he'll just like go and say hi to any stranger. Doesn't matter who it is. What's up? I love you. Oh my God. He's just like, he reminds me of my friend Sebastian. Sebastian's exactly like that. Like, I'll be like, oh, he's cool. Go say hi. And then he'll just go and do it. Okay. And he'll just leave and he'll be like, hello, how's it going? Like, he can make friends with anybody. Doesn't matter. And so that's how, when we were at this bar, Piranha, it was really fun. They were playing amazing music, lots of like reggaeton, like very Latino vibes.
Such a good vibe.
The drinks were really good. Everyone was sexy.
It was so fucking busy though. I remember we waited a while to get into
Yeah, we had to wait. Well, it was only like 15 minutes barely.
I mean, waited a while to get a drink.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have to like wait in line for shit. I had to wait in line to go to the bathroom. Like I had to, well, I guess everyone's doing fucking coke in there. So I was like one of the only people who doesn't do coke.
That's probably, that's probably a reason why.
I know. I was like, I wanted to shout and be like, I'm probably the only one here who doesn't do coke. Let me pee first before you all sit in the bathroom for 18 minutes just snorting coke and like fucking. I know. I'm like, can you guys let me pee first and then do what you got to do? Anyway, so we went out that night. We didn't end up leaving the club until it closed, which was at like 6:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And then we were with a group of like
sunrise.
We were with a group of like 5 people, I want to say. And they didn't want to like quit partying. And they were like, oh, there's a bar across the street that's open and I can get us in. It's my birthday. But it's like $15 each. And we're like, yeah, that's fine, whatever. So we walk across the street to this random ass bar. We're with a group. At that point, we joined a group of like 10 other people. Why was there like 20 people?
There was so many people. I remember just like
I didn't even know half of them.
I remember the group getting so much bigger and just being like, where did all these people come from?
I know. I'm like, who's the leader? I'm like, I don't know any of these people. And I'm like, whatever, let's go. Anyway, we go in and it's like not good vibes. People are just like...
We actually didn't even get in.
Well, I got in. I got in.
I remember we didn't get in. Like, well, a lot of us didn't get in because it was...
You guys were still standing outside. I was inside talking to the waiter. Or not the waiter. Not the waiter, but like the door person who was like taking like cover and stuff. And I remember her being like, oh, you guys can like, like how many of there are you? Like, make sure that you guys aren't drunk. Like she was like saying all these things to us. And I remember being like, I was looking in like past her, like what it was looking like. And I was like, this doesn't even look fun. I was like, it's not even like dark. It's like really bright. I was like, I'm trying to be in a club, you know? So I was like, fuck it. I was like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm hungry. Let's just go back to the hotel. So me, Scott, and Tasia fucked off back to the hotel. Slept most of the day, whatever. And then that night...
No, we didn't sleep. That was the day when You slept.
Well, I said, yeah, I slept.
You slept. I remember after, because we were like, okay, we're not going to Lovers and Friends, because that was the day we were supposed to go to Lovers and Friends. And it was like the morning. I was like, I remember we got to the hotel. It was like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. And I was like, what the fuck are we going to do? Like, I was like, I'm not going to bed. Are you fucking kidding me? I was like, let's do something. We're in fucking Vegas.
Is that when you guys went to the pool?
You came with us.
Did I?
When we went to, that was the day we went to David Guetta.
No.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
No, I slept prior.
Yeah, you were sleeping. That was that morning. We got to the Airbnb. I mean, got to the hotel. You were sleeping. You woke up at like noon or something. I was like, wake up, get ready. I bought us tickets. Like, we're going to David Guetta like in 2 hours. Like,
David Guetta was performing at our hotel.
It started at like 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. or something like that.
Holy fuck.
And we didn't go to bed. And like, well, I didn't go to bed. Like, stayed up. I'm in Vegas, bitch. You know? So like, I was like in a party mood, bought tickets for me, Tasia, and Kai. And yeah, I woke up Kai and was like, we're going to fucking like David Guetta, like get up. Like, you don't even need to get ready. We're going to be at a beach. Going to be at a pool. So yeah. Then
I rallied.
Kai woke up, rallied. I was still drinking.
Yeah, Tasia and Scott were still drinking, still partying, and they were like, wake up, like we gotta go. I was like, okay. So I was running on like maybe like 3-4 hours of sleep, and I got up and I was like, okay, I can do this. I was like, I don't need to get ready, don't need to put on like tons of makeup, whatever. And so I got all my shit and I was like, I can't believe we're going to fucking David Guetta. I love David Guetta. Like, you guys don't understand. I love David Guetta. I love his music. I think he's like so amazing. And I was like, this is so random that he's performing at our fucking hotel. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let's go, let's do it. So we go downstairs. We were like being corralled again, like fucking a bunch of cows, like tons of lineups, tons of like craziness to get into the place. We finally make it through. We get into this place. It's like really cool in there, really fucking hot. Holy shit. It was like sun was beaming that day. Beautiful. Really beautiful. Yeah. My biggest issue though, once we actually like got there and started to like, oh, let's get some food. We had one little basket of fries and gravy is like $40. Everything we got a bottle. I remember we ordered a bottle of, it was like 750 milliliters of water, like a regular Fiji water, and it was like $40. I was like, this is insane. We're gonna spend like $1,000 just today, which we did. And then when we were like, let's get a drink, right? Like let's finish our food. We ate like barely anything because the food was A, disgusting, and B, super expensive. So we had like fries and like a burger or something. And then we were like, okay, David Guetta doesn't go on until like 3. The party starts at 1. So we're like just vibing. And then we're like, let's go find a place on the shore, I guess, like the ledge. Because like the pool was a pretty decent size, but you had to like claim a spot on the ledge of the pool so that you could put down your clothes and your like belongings and your drinks and your food and your like towel and stuff, right? So we did that, and then we were like, let's get a drink. So we go and line up. Well, I lined up for this fucking drink. That bar was in one of the craziest bars I've ever been to. Everyone is shouting. The lineup is massive. There's no way to get to the front. These bartenders are serving 6 people at once, running around like chickens with their head cut off, somehow remembering everyone's order.
It's so fucking crazy.
It was insane being there.
Like the fucking Vegas bartenders, man, because I don't think I could ever handle that type of stressful environment.
It was anxiety inducing. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Ordering a drink is fucking anxiety inducing.
And I look at the menu. They were selling a David Guetta special, and it was a drink that was probably about, I want to say it was like the size of like a medium Slurpee cup or whatever. But what they were doing is they were selling quadruples, which I didn't even think were legal. I guess they are there. But they were serving quadruples with a bunch of ice. And guess how much they were, you guys? They were $65 USD. Plus, you have to convert that into Canadian. So it was like easily $75. Plus, you had to tip them. So we were spending almost $100 on one fucking drink. And I had 4 of them Oh my goodness, it hurts thinking about it. But I was like, whatever, right? So I got them.
I'm like, I was in Vegas. I don't care. I came to spend money.
Yeah, I didn't come to spend money that much though. Like $100 a drink is crazy to me. I would do like $40 a drink, but 100 is insane to me. Whatever. At least they were quadruples, right? We only needed a couple of them. I had 4. And I was running on like 4 hours sleep, right? So we go back to the thing. We ended up meeting friends. Who are these two girls? Scott just became best friends with them.
Fuck, I don't even remember what their names are, but they were so sweet. I think.
Yeah, no, they were really, really nice.
Just like meeting random people. Like I remember, like we even tried hooking up our friend Tasia with this random.
Oh my god, he was so sexy.
I can't even remember what he looked like. That whole day was just a blur to me.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I didn't go to bed. I was still partying from the night before. But it helped because I slept. Like when I slept from like 6 p.m. until like 11 p.m. or something, waiting for Kai and Tasia that next day. So it's good that I fucking slept.
Oh, I slept too. But yeah, so I come back with the drinks, whatever, and we start having drinks and like we're playing in the pool, playing mermaids in the pool and like talking to these 2 really nice girls who were, there for vacation as well. And there was these 2 guys. One of them was like, kind of okay looking. The other one was really fucking sexy. He was kind of short though, and he was young, and he was really like checking out our friend Tasia and was like really into her. And I was like, both Scott and I were trying to like put them together, and they like kind of were like touching and maybe kissing a little bit and like vibing, but she was like, nah, I'm not really into him. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Anyway, the day goes on and on and on and on. We're getting drunker and drunker. Mind you, we're standing in fucking scorching hot sun all fucking day, all running on no sleep, drinking quadruples in a pool, which is a recipe for disaster.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Highly don't recommend when you're in Vegas.
Do not recommend doing that. No sunscreen, by the way. Anyway, apparently David Guetta went on.
I don't even remember David Guetta going on. That's how fucking lit I was.
Me too. I remember being like, I love this song. Wait, is this David Guetta? And then we turned around and I looked. Tell me why, when we first got there was nobody there. But like all of a sudden I just blinked and it was like 400 people were surrounding us. There was no place to stand.
So bad.
I got so busy. Even in the like pool that we were in, it was only like waist deep. It wasn't like super deep, maybe like a little bit above waist deep. And you could like swim around and like do whatever. But then once it started getting popping, there was no place to walk around in that pool. It was just like overwhelming.
Yeah, that's the last thing I remember was like it being really packed.
Yeah.
After that, I blacked out. And woke up the next morning and next night, I think, or that same night. I don't even Yeah, no, it was that same night. Yeah, because I think it was like 11 p.m. when I woke
Time
up.
is colonial, bitch.
Oh my god, it was crazy.
Yeah, and so anyway, this is when things started to take a little bit of a dark turn for me.
Okay, so I'll tell you what happened with me first.
Okay,
it's like it's so funny because like the last thing I remember was us just having a great time at David Guetta. Or
oh yeah,
I don't remember if
we really had a good time.
Yeah, and then blacked out. I woke up. It was dark. I was in the hotel room. I was like, oh, like I'm back in the room. I was like, check the time. I think it was like 11 p.m., maybe like midnight or something. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, okay, I made it back. That's good. And I remember looking over and I remember seeing like people laying on like the bed. I was like, oh my God, okay, Tasia and Kai are here too. And then I think I remember like being like, fuck or something. Like I said something and Tasia was like, oh my God. Like we both just like, holy fuck. Like what happened? That's what I said. And Tasia was like, fuck, man. I don't even know. And then I was like, oh my God. I was like, Kai. And then Tasia was like, wait, isn't Kai with you? And I was like, what? No. And then we both just got up at the same time. And I turned on the light because it was like pitch black in the room. And we looked and it was just me and Tasia in the room. Kai was nowhere to be found. And we were like, where's Kai?
Mind you, I went missing at like probably 3 p.m. So that's 7 hours of me not with them.
Oh my God. I don't even remember what happened. Apparently I left before you guys or something.
Yeah, you left before
Yeah.
everything popped off.
Jesus fucking Christ. I was hammered, y'all.
Scott does this thing where he's like, I'm done, I'm going, and he just like leaves.
Which is like, I feel like is a good thing.
It's a defense mechanism. It's survival
like
mechanism.
My fight or flight response.
You're like, you know what? Before anything dangerous happens to me, I'm gonna go pass out. And then he's not asking you for permission. He's letting you know that he's gonna do it. And then he walks off.
Like I remember this one time when I first met Leslie and we first were like hanging out as friends. She didn't know that about me. And I got really drunk with Leslie one time and she said that I just disappeared from her, and she said her and her boyfriend were like looking for me in the bar for like 20-30 minutes. They couldn't find me, and I was like, oh yeah, I do this thing where I'm like really drunk, like something in me just switches and I need to go home, and I just like have to like go home, and I go home. Like, yeah, which is a good thing because it saved me from a lot of
it's good, but you don't tell anyone and then we freak out.
It saved me from this situation for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh. Yeah, okay, so one thing about me, you guys, that I have to preface this story with is that I do this thing wherein I get really tired. Well, first of all, I'm always tired. But when I'm drinking, and I've been drinking for a sustained amount of time, I get exhausted. But one thing about me is that I love to be a part of things and I get FOMO. And so I'd rather be tired at the bar, or at the club, or at the event, or at the pool party, or whatever. I'd rather be just like sleepy there than fuck off and go home and like go to bed. I'd rather just like pass out at the club or at the event or whatever, which is crazy. I don't know why I do that, but I will stick it out to the bitter end. And when people are like, are you tired? Do you need to go home? Should we get you a cab? I'm always like, no, I'm fine. I don't know why. I always do it though. And I have known this about myself since I was like probably 19. I do it all the time. I'm always that bitch at the club with a drink, just like, oh, it's so nice in here. And I lean back and then I'm just like nodding off. Listen, I know it's not cool. I know it's not cool, but it's just something about me, you guys, and I've learned that about myself. And have I worked on it? No. Will I work on it? I hope so.
Probably not.
Probably not. But it's just one of those things, like I can't tell when I'm about to get really sleepy and just want to like take a little nap. Usually I snooze in the Uber and that makes me like okay, like I get energy from that. But I just want to come and hang, and I can't hang sometimes. And anyway, so I do that a lot, and I know that about myself. But anyway, when this particular time at this fucking David Guetta pool party, first thing I remember is like getting back to Tasia and Scott, and I jump in the pool, and I'm like kind of wading around in the pool, drinking my drink. And then I remember being like, oh, it's so hot out, because it was fucking scorching hot. And I remember being like, I'm so exhausted. And I remember looking at Tasia and being like, what should we do? What should we do? And she was like, she's like, I don't know, baby. And I'm like, did David Guetta even go on? I was like, what time is it? I couldn't find my phone. I was like, oh my God. I was like, we should go back soon. And then I remember being like, I'm going to wait for you on the towel. And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm going to like suntan. Like it's cute to like lay suntan on the whatever. So I go and lay on the towel next to the edge of the pool, put my head down, whatever. All of a sudden, boom, the next thing I remember, I'm on a wheelchair. You guys, I'm on a fucking wheelchair. There's 4 people holding my shoulders. Mind you, I'm still only wearing swimming trunks. That's it. Just swimming trunks. Completely naked otherwise.
I was already in the hotel room at this time.
Scott was sleeping during this time. And I'm in a room. I'm in like a utility closet, like a security room. 4 people are holding this wheelchair, strangers, mind you, just employees of the swimming pool. And I hear Tasia's voice yelling from there's this guy standing in front of the door, not letting Tasia come in. And I can hear her shouting, Kai, baby, I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you. And I'm like, where are you? And she's like, Kai, they're not letting me come in. Move. I need to see my fucking friend. She's like, move, get the fuck out of the way. I'm not leaving him alone. And I'm like, where are you, Tasia? And she's like, Kai, I'm right here. Baby, I'm not going to leave you. They're kicking me out. And I'm like, why are you kicking her out? And they're like, because if you guys know,
has a whole video of this too.
And yes, Tasia was recording the entire thing, and it's just me sitting on this wheelchair begging for her, and her trying to push past this big security dude, and him being like, "You're not fucking going in there," like yelling at her. And I remember telling them like, "What's gonna happen? What's going on? Like, you guys, I'm really tired. I just want to go back to my room." And they were like, "You're a liability. You're a liability." They kept telling me that. "You're a liability. You're a liability." I'm like, what do you mean I'm a liability? I said, I'm up. I'm good now. I said, I was like, I just fell asleep. It's not a big deal. And I said, please, you guys, I said, I'm actually staying at this hotel. You guys can walk me to the elevator if you want. Like, I'm staying at this hotel. Let my friend take me back. She's right there. Like, I'll just go to bed. I just need to sleep. Like, I'm tired. And they were like, nope, you're a liability. You're going to get us in trouble. We have to call you an ambulance. I was like, an ambulance? I said, for what? I said, I'm just tired. And Tasia's like, I'm not leaving you. I'm not going to let them take you. And I was like, you guys, you're really scaring me. I was like, I just want to go up to my room. I said, this is our room number. You can ask them. I need to leave. And I remember they were like, that's not happening. And they held me down as they were wheeling me on a wheelchair towards a fucking ambulance that was waiting outside of the door of the entrance to this pool.
Crazy.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I can fucking walk. Like, I'm fine. I can walk, you guys. They were like, nope, we need to drive you on this. And I'm like, where's my stuff? Thank goodness Tasia had a whole she had all my shit in her hands, thank goodness. But anyway, they put me on this wheelchair. And I shit you not, guys, this is when shit started to get really fucking scary for me. At first, it was kind of like just funny. Like, oh, ha ha ha, they think I'm really drunk. And like, oh, I went to bed on a towel. And now they're like thinking that I'm dying or something. And I thought we could just like settle it in that room and me be like, sorry, guys, I got really tired. Let me just go up and sleep. I thought that was going to be it. I genuinely thought that. But these guys were so angry and so aggressive with me. And then I realized this is something way different. They literally kicked out Tasia, wouldn't let her anywhere near me. They separated us as if we were like partners in crime or something. Or like, the crazy thing is like Tasia was just as drunk as I was. But guess what? Why was she free to do whatever she wanted? Meanwhile, four people are holding me down on a wheelchair, forcing me into an ambulance when my hotel room is just upstairs. We're at the same hotel that I'm staying at, and they wouldn't let me leave. And I was really, really, really starting to get worried. And I remember telling the nurse, like, hey, I'm fine. I don't know why they're trying to send me to a hospital. My hotel's right here. Let me out. Let me go to sleep. And they were like, sorry, we don't make the rules. And I was like, well, who makes the rules then? What rules are you talking about? Like, I've seen people be way worse than I was, and they just get kicked out. Why am I being sent to a hospital? Anyway, they held me down. I shit you not. They held me down, strapped me in with handcuffs, and they put cuffs around my ankles so I couldn't move. They drove me to, I want to say it was like, started with an S. I think it was like the Sunnyvale Hospital or something. I can't remember what it was, but I remember arguing with them. And at that point, I started getting angry. And if you know me, you piss me off, I start getting angry. I was like, don't fucking touch me, you guys. Like, this is fucked. I don't know what you guys are doing with me. I don't know what your plan is. I said, get the fuck off of me. And in hindsight, I realize that wasn't a good idea for me to do. Like, I feel like maybe if I was just nicer, that maybe I wouldn't have gotten treated as badly as I did. But to be fair, they started it.
I still don't get why they took you to the hospital.
They started it, and they were being so aggressive and swearing at Tasia, yelling at me, swearing at me. And I was like, what the fuck? And so once I realized that they didn't give a shit whether I went to sleep and went upstairs and was fine, they just wanted to do something to me. I started getting really angry. And the more people started physically holding me down, like assaulting me basically, then I started getting really like scared. And I was like, okay, I don't like this. And anyway, we get to the hospital, and they bring me into this weird room. They wheeled me on a stretcher, like a fucking gurney, into a room that wasn't like any other regular hospital room. It was a room that had police officers and security guards behind it, and there was just a big wall and just beds lined up one on the other in this big, scary, empty room with just beds in it of just crazy people shouting and screaming and fighting. And I said, I don't want to be in here. I said, I don't want to be in here. You guys need to let me go. And then the scariest part happened. 6 people, maybe 5, I don't know, but 6 people held me down and they put a needle in my arm and they injected me with a ton of Ativan. And if you guys don't know what Ativan is, it's just lorazepam. It's like a anti-anxiety medication. Because I was yelling at them and I said, don't fucking touch me. Let me go home. This is crazy. I don't want to be here. They fucking held me down, cuffed me, and put Ativan into my arm forcefully. And I said, what are you putting in me? I don't want that. And as soon as they put it into me, it just went black. I just passed out. That must have been around like, geez, I want to say like 3 or 4 p.m. I didn't wake up until 6 in the morning the next day. So when Scott and Tasia woke up in the hotel room at like midnight, I was fast. I was drugged out. I was in a drug-induced sleep, handcuffed to a bed in a fucking holding cell at the hospital against my will.
While all that was happening, I was fucking sleeping like a baby.
Yeah.
Just knew my limits, knew when to go home.
Fuck.
Just kidding. No.
Fuck you.
I remember too, like waking up and it was like so dark. And I remember thinking like, is it like the same day or is it like the next day? Like, how long did I sleep for? Anyways, I remember looking over and like seeing Tasia and like being like, oh my God, like what happened? You know, like when you wake up, you're just like, oh my God, last night was so crazy. Just like screaming and like, I need water. Give me a drink. And then I was like, we were just like talking and I was like, where's Kai? And then me and Tasia were like, Kai. We're like, wait, like we didn't know what happened. Well, I didn't know what happened because I wasn't there. And then Tasia was kind of just like waking up and was like, oh yeah, shit. Oh my God, Scott, you can't believe. Tasia told me the entire thing, like what happened. And I remember looking around the room. We had Kai's cell phone. We had Kai's wallet. We had Kai's everything. And we're like, wait, how the fuck are we going to get a hold of Kai? And how the fuck is Kai going to be able to get back to our hotel? Like, how is he going to even know like where our hotel is? Like what, like everything, like. So I remember me and Tasia started freaking out. And we're like, okay, like we need to figure out where Kai is. Like he's not here. We were calling everywhere and it was fucking like, it was midnight. So nothing was open, you know, like we were trying to call like the pool bar that we were at. Nobody was answering. I remember sending an email. We called about so many different hospitals, like asking like where Kai was, and nobody was answering us because we were, at the time I was being smart. And I was like I went down this whole route and being like, okay, we were calling all these different hospitals asking Kai's like government name, and nobody knew where, like who he was, like nobody had him. So we were kind of freaking out. We're like, where the fuck could he be? Like we were kind of getting nervous because we called so many different hospitals in Las Vegas, and we're just like waiting to just hear a response from like the pool bar to like let us know like where that ambulance went, because they said they took you. And then Tasia was like, how about we just like use like we'll just use Kai. We'll just say is there someone who's named Kai here? And then sure enough, the first hospital we fucking called, they were like, oh, Kai. Yes, he's here. He's actually sleeping right now. And we're like, oh my God, okay, thank you. Like we found out where Kai was and we're like, can we come there? Like we're going to come right now. And they're like, oh no, like it's too late. We're not accepting visitors right now. But he's going to be released in the morning, like when he wakes up. And we're like, okay, like can you call us when he wakes up? Because we want to come and meet him. Like we have all his shit. We have his wallet, his phone and everything. And they're like, yeah, of course. So we left our number, everything. We're like, okay, me and Tasia were like, oh my God, we felt relief. We're like, okay, we know where Kai is. He's okay. He's sleeping. Okay, we just have to wait for him to wake up. So we went to bed. And then we woke up to Kai all of a sudden coming into the fucking room and was like, where's the, or no, we heard you knocking.
Yeah.
You were knocking. And I was like, what the fuck? Somebody's knocking. And I remember waking up and we went to go open it. It's fucking Kai. And Kai is wearing these fucking random ass clothes. And I was like, where's my wallet? Where's my phone? Oh my God, I need to go pay my cab. And
just fucking frantic. You guys, I went through it that whole fucking night, that whole morning. When I came to out of this drug-induced sleep they put me in, I remember coming to and being terrified. I forgot everything that had happened, and then slowly everything that happened the night before started to come back to me, and it just pissed me off. I was like, these fuckers, and I just looked around and I was like, ooh, I want to get the fuck out of here. And I was still only wearing swimming trunks, and I was shivering because I'm in this cold ass fucking hospital. And I wake up, the person next to me shouting. I look over, there's 7 other people in beds. They're all fucked up. I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, this is not cute. So I ended up getting out of my bed and I started waddling over to the front desk. And they were like, oh, you're awake, like real cunty, you know, just like pissed off at me. And I was like, the feeling is mutual. Like, I don't want to be here either, you guys. And they were like, they're like, you can leave, go ahead. And I was like, well, I need clothes. Like, where the fuck are my clothes? And they were like, you didn't come with any, but if you need some, here. Throws me this Ziploc bag. Tell me why the Ziploc bag said Jane or John Doe on it.
I told when Kai arrived, he was wearing this clothes. I was like, you're wearing dead people's clothes right now. That's a dead person's clothes.
I was like, why did this Ziploc bag say John Doe? I'm scared. But I was like, fuck it, I'm freezing. I'm not about to walk through an entire hospital naked in just some little like fucking booty shorts, like swimming trunks.
That's when we realized how fucked up the US healthcare system
Yeah, really fuck is. America, for real.
It's so fucked up over there. And like, thank God they didn't get Kai's name and all this stuff, so he didn't get billed.
I know. I'm like, would they have sent me a bill for the like ambulance and all this shit? Anyway, I didn't tell them shit. But so they give me these clothes. Tell me why it's this like really disgusting like golf polo that's like 3 times too big for me, and these really scary jeans that were dirty and ripped at the ends. And they didn't give me socks and they didn't give me shoes. So I was barefoot wearing this oversized t-shirt and jeans, and they're like, Kate, you can leave now. And I'm like, well, where do I go? Like, I was like, excuse me, I don't know where to go. And they were like, just follow the signs towards the exit. So I wandered through this massive hospital I'd never been in and just kept asking people, hi, where's the exit? And they kept pointing me in a different direction. So I finally made it to the fucking emergency room triage. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, no phone, no wallet, no nothing. No way to get an Uber.
The fucking Hangover movie.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how to get a hold of Scott. I don't know how to. I don't know how to get a hold of Tasia. It's 7 a.m. I'm like, what do I do? But I'm like, you know what? If anything, I'm resourceful. I'm a smart person. I'll figure it out, right?
So you made it back.
So I go to the triage nurse and I'm like, hi, excuse me. I'm trying to use my best like Munyao, like white person voice. I'm like, hey, excuse me. I actually don't have my phone on me and I need to get home. Is it okay if you just call me a cab? And they were like, sure. So they called me a cab. It took half an hour for this cab to show up. And I kept asking the nurse, is it coming? Is it coming? Is it coming? She's like, yeah, it's coming. Finally, a cab pulls up. Thank fuck. I go out there. I jump in the cab. I'm trying to be so nice. So fucking nice. I even pulled the shirt behind me, scrunched it up and shoved it in my waistband so it didn't look oversized on me. And I used my best polite, sober voice. And I was like, hey, so I'm actually just staying at the Wynn Hotel. Yeah. And they were like, oh, well, why are you at the hospital? I'm like, oh, I was just visiting my dad. You know, he's really going through something right now. So just came to visit him, but he's in good spirits. So everything's fine. Yeah, I'm just staying at the hotel. And then we get back to the hotel and I'm like, oh, actually, okay. I was like, you're not going to believe me. I'm so sorry. But I actually left my wallet upstairs. I was like, but I promise you, like, I'm really having a tough time with my dad right now. He has cancer. I was like, if you let me upstairs into my room, I will come down and I'll give you a huge tip for doing this for me. I've just had the most terrible morning. He was like, yep, no worries. Like a really nice guy, right? And so I go into the hotel and then I realize, oh shit, my name's not even on the room. Second of all, I don't have a key to the room and I don't have ID. And Scott's probably sleeping. So how the fuck am I going to get into this room? So I talked to the front desk. They called and they were like, do you know somebody named Kai? And they were like, yes, let him up. So I got escorted up by somebody.
No, we didn't even get a call.
You didn't get a call?
No, all of a sudden you just walked in. We just got a fucking knock.
They didn't give me.
That's why we're.
I didn't have a key though.
Yeah, that's why we're like, where the fuck did you come from?
I have no idea. Anyway, so I have no idea how the fuck I got up to this room. But anyway, I got up there and I had to grab my wallet immediately, bring it all the way down. And then I found the guy still sitting there. And he was like, oh, I was getting worried you weren't coming back. And I'm like, no, thank you so much. Gave him his money, whatever, went back upstairs and just cried. I just started crying.
He fucking made it back. And that's crazy that he fucking managed to do that.
I started crying because I started feeling like...
he was just like scared and guilt. It was the hangover scary.
Yeah.
We've been through so much worse things. There's like people who wake up in fucking drunk tanks.
Yeah. And it wasn't my fault, you guys. Like... Yeah, I was treated so shitty by everybody, and Tasia's videos show how mean they were to me, and all I was doing was just asking for my friend to be with me, and I kept telling them, let me go upstairs, I just want to go to bed.
And that's what I don't get to, is why they didn't just let you go. It was the same hotel. They literally could have just had a security guard walk you to the fucking room. Like,
oh yeah, it's Vegas. You've seen worse. People stab each other and shit and fight. I wasn't even fighting anyone. I was just asleep on a fucking towel.
So that's, if you're going to Vegas, guys, don't pass out by a pool.
God forbid you sleep at the pool.
If you're ever feeling tired, just go up to the room. It's okay. You won't miss out on much.
But you can do copious amounts of coke and Molly and do anything and carry around illegal substances and guns. They won't give a fuck. But God forbid you go to bed on a towel. You'll get fucking chained to a bed and injected with drugs against your will. And so after that, we had a little bit of a nappy poo and then we went for food. Those drugs were still in my system. I was falling asleep eating pasta at the Olive Garden because I just couldn't. I was like, you guys, we got to go back. I'm getting anxiety. I'm going to pass out. Like, those drugs stayed in my system for like 3 days. I was just tired. I was exhausted.
That was our Vegas trip, guys.
That was my Vegas trip, you guys.
There's a lot of trips that we've been on that. Unfortunately, I feel like that one Vegas trip was like the most eventful one, though, and most scary kind of crazy party trip like that. Like, I don't think I've ever been on a trip like that ever since.
Well, well, I learned my lesson. Like, next time I'm gonna be like drinking the minute I get like yawny or like kind of like exhausted, I'm just gonna fuck off. I'm just gonna go and lay somewhere that's like safe, like at a friend's house or like at my hotel or like whatever. I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm not gonna get attacked or something, you know? Because that stuck with me for a long time. I'm only now able to talk about it because it's been so long and I'm like, fuck it, whatever. But goddamn, did that ever freak me out for a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that story. Oh, fuck. I promise that's a very rare event, you guys. It's not like I just go crazy and like get arrested and whatever.
No, it's like
I've literally never been arrested in my life.
Even after that happened, we were always like, this is gonna stay in Vegas. Like, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And like, truly, like, I feel like that was one story we were so willing to just let stay in Vegas. But it's just something that we've been wanting. Well, I feel like we always talk about it too, and we're always like, that time in Vegas,
yeah,
that time in Vegas, and like everyone's like, what happened in Vegas? So now we're finally kind of giving you guys a glimpse on what happened in Vegas and
what happens in Vegas stays on the Real Rank Pod.
the type of trauma we carry from Vegas.
Fuck,
it's
man.
Real.
Well, we didn't even tell them about the time we were in that limo and you poked your head through the.
My God.
Scott poked his head through the sunroof and just living his best life. And then we stopped and he was like, I gotta puke. So we let him out and he just went sprinting through a field.
This was a different
Vegas trip.
This wasn't the same Vegas trip. This was a whole
This was after we saw the RuPaul's Drag Race girls.
Yeah.
And we ran into Jazz randomly.
We have so many Vegas stories, guys. Like,
oh my gosh. So, moral of the story, you guys, is that if you want to know about any of our other trips that we've been on, all you got to do is send us a message and ask because, bitch, we got stories.
We got a lot of stories. And, like, even if it's just, like, a fun, like, overnight type of trip, like, oh, God, like, there's something that always happens and something that we are always just, like, thinking about and, like, storing in the memory bank.
Totally. And I think between Scott and I, we've been to probably like 70 to 100 different nations over the past couple of years. So name your nation and we'll tell you a crazy story of when we went
I'll
there.
tell you which family I hooked up with.
I'll tell you which bar I got barred from.
I'll tell you which baby mama hates me.
I'll tell you from BCR. Stupid. But anyway, yes, thank you so much for listening to my crazy stories with Scott about all of our adventures. Yeah,
like I said, we have so much and we definitely want to dive more into them. So if you like this type of episode, let us know because we have so much stories we want to.
And clearly we are not shy to talk about them regardless of how embarrassing or scary they are. We're open books, man.
I feel like there's like a sense of ownership and a sense of like empowerment and like reclaiming back your power when you're like when you have these rank ass stories where you're just like at the time are like so embarrassing and so just like you feel like your world is gonna end, like you feel like like you just feel so embarrassed, you know, and like you just feel like you're not gonna move past that moment, but you eventually do, and then you look back at these moments and being like, damn, that was such a fucking crazy time of my life, and it's so funny to just laugh at now.
Yeah, it's honestly shaped me in a crazy way. I've learned a lot from it. But I will say, you know what? Talking about it in depth with all of our cousins from the podcast has actually made me feel a lot better about it. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel okay. Like, when I talk about the stories, I'm not even emotional anymore. Like, I was for a long time about that story because I felt so, like, weird and guilty and scared about it. But now I'm just like, fuck it. It wasn't even that bad. And
there
like,
could have been more rank shit that happened.
Seriously. And talking about it so freely and openly has made it so that I'm in control of that story and I don't feel as fucking chapped out about it. So yeah. It's made me who I am. Oh my gosh. But anyway, you guys, definitely go and check out all of our socials at Real Rank Pod. Go and give us a like, share, and if you guys want to support us and you want to do it without spending money, you guys can do so by rating our podcast 5 stars on both like Spotify and Apple and anywhere you listen to podcasts, really, because it really, really helps us out, you guys.
Yes, we love it for you. We love you guys for it.
We love it for you.
Oh, sorry. It's getting late.
But yes, thank you so much for listening. I want to
miss that.
Yeah, it's so fun making episodes for you guys. I can't wait until we're on like episode 50.
I know.
I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. And send us more rank questions. They're so fun to answer.
And stay tuned for Real Rank on the road.
Oh, yes. Our next episode, we'll talk all about it, but we have some big, major life changes coming up. We're going to give you guys a big update on our lives, where we're at and how it's going, because there has been some big changes made in both of our lives collectively, and some big changes coming up. So we want to keep you guys up to date with all of that because it's fucking crazy. But yes, I will say a huge ishnish. Thank you guys so much for listening. And this is Kai and Scott signing off.
Until next time, guys.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Bye-bye.